Well, hey there. You didn't get drunk enough last time you were here? Back for round 2? All right, here we go. Round 2 of Dave's Dive Bar. I bet you thought these were fake. Oh, no way, they're real. That's good. So you're back for round 2, are you? All right, just remember, Matt and Troy, the bouncers, don't start any shit. So, round 2. Got my iPad over here because I can't see the whole label in the randomizer on my phone. So, Dave's Dive Bar. Let's pick 3 contestants to see if we can find a 5-star whiskey tonight. Hit the randomizer. Oh, JT Mellick, Louisiana Rice. Store pick, row 1. Where is that puppy? It's up there for a reason. I've heard good things about the JT Mellick. We're going to find out if I like it. Never had it. Hit the randomizer again. Oh, Rebecca Creek Double Barrel Spanish Oak. I've heard all kinds of good things from RJ the Fed on that. And that is on row 2. Right behind me. 123 proof. Woo! Hit that randomizer again, and what do we have? Driftless Glen Store Pick. Whew. This is going to be a good one tonight. A lot of top shelfers. Let me find it. Driftless Glen. Make sure this is it. Driftless Glen. I don't think there's 2 of them. There's a Glens Creek. Oh, that's a shelf 1. It's the only Driftless Glen. 125 proof. This might be the last video I do tonight. Alrighty. 3. Very nice. One's a whiskey. One is a bourbon whiskey. And the other one's a bourbon whiskey. Know nothing about any of them. So, we're going to start on our right as we usually do. We should have started on the left. It's 107. I'm a glutton for punishment. That's got a very strong aroma to it. I guess it's at 125 you kind of expect it. I don't know what the age of it is. I'll have to look that up. But it is a store pick from Kenwood Liquors. I guess that's up near Dave's house. Yeah, you know, typical bourbon notes, but pretty strong typical bourbon notes. Cheers. That's got a lot of pepper on the front. Spicy. I don't know if it's a high rye, but I'm getting kind of a rye spice to it. Not a baking spice. Savory, peppery rye spice. Not real sweet. Let's take another sip. Now, with scoring along, I think this time I'm going to wait till I taste all 3 and then I'm going to score them. And this score is an overall, it's the experience, the aroma, the taste, and the finish. I'm not going to break it all down in individuals. We're just looking for 5-star whiskeys, right? That is good. But to me, I'm thinking this is a high rye. I get a lot of rye spice. Let me write down a few notes. All right. Now, I've been looking forward to this for, in fact, I was so excited to get this Rebecca Creek double barrel. I heard so much about it, and it's not in my area. Rebecca Creek, nothing Rebecca Creek. Well, I take that back. I did see a kind of a, I don't know, low-cost Rebecca Creek. It wasn't the double barrel, but I remember seeing that somewhere. But it may not have been here. It could have been on one of my trips to Florida or Tennessee. I've seen the Rebecca Creek. I've never seen the double barrel. So let's see what the aroma's like. A sweet oak, but I don't recognize the oak. It's got to be that. I am picking up traditional bourbon notes, but then there's something different about this Rebecca Creek. Cheers. It's definitely got an oak profile to it. Kind of like, you know, French oak and various toasted oaks have. You definitely pick up that oak. It is a sweet oak, but almost kind of like a nutty sweet oak. I pick up, you know, brown sugar, molasses kind of flavors, and it's smoky. That's the other thing. It is unique. I will tell you it's unique. I'm still not sure whether I'm a fan of it now or not, but it is very unique. We'll take a sip here. JT Mellick, Louisiana rice. I guess it's a rice whiskey. I've heard that's what they do. I think I've, was it RJ or somebody? I know I've seen, and Bourbon Junkies. I've seen a few videos about the JT Mellick. I've never had any of their product. I've certainly never had a rice whiskey that I can remember. Well, that is another different aroma. One I don't recognize. I do get almost kind of like maple brown sugar. Maybe some cherries, raspberries, dark fruit. Not really getting any oak. We're not really getting, well, 107 proof. I'm not getting the proof. I picked up a little bit of proof on the other ones, but it wasn't objectionable. This is a very, very nice aroma. Cheers. Kind of like the Rebecca Creek. It's unlike anything I've tasted before. Well, I say the Rebecca Creek reminds me of the King Ranch. This reminds me of nothing. This is entirely different. Well, it's not a bourbon and it doesn't taste like a bourbon. It's good, don't get me wrong. But bourbon, it's not. Jury's out on this one too. Get some more water. Wow. Well, let me write down my scores and I won't bore you with it. We'll be right back and we're going to talk about which ones I like best. Wow. Dave, this was the toughest challenge yet. I mean, you couldn't get more different. I mean, almost like different parts of the planet, with the Driftless Glen being the rye spice bomb tonight, the Rebecca Creek being the smoky and flavorful bomb tonight, and the JT Mellick being the finish bomb tonight. For the Driftless Glen, I really wasn't a big fan of the rye spice and the pepper. And, I question whether it's a high rye. It's not very sweet, very spicy. A lot of pepper on the tongue and in the finish. I only gave it 3 stars. The Rebecca Creek was the winner of tonight at 4 stars. I said it had a kind of a strange oak aroma. It's got to be that Spanish oak. It's got a smoky flavor, and you got that maple and brown sugar. I got a little bit of nuttiness on the second and third sip. It had a very good mouthfeel. It had a great finish. baking spices and dark fruit to finish out, and it seemed to last. It was my favorite of the night. Got 4 stars. The JT Mellick, I had the hardest time scoring that one. I mean, I like it as a whiskey. It's not a bourbon. I'm mainly a bourbon drinker. I do like it, but it just, that rice whiskey is just, I don't know, it messes with my brain. It's good, but the big difference there, it just didn't have the flavor that I wanted out of it, that richness that I get out of bourbons and some whiskeys. But don't get me wrong, it is good. I gave it 3.5 stars, and I thought the finish was the best finish of the 3. I love the finish. I got the light to medium fruit that I was getting in the palate transferred to the finish. It lasted. I thought it was great. I love the finish on the JT Mellick. Actually better than the palate. But tonight, the Rebecca Creek, with that sweetness and the maple goodness and the smokiness, it reminds me a lot of the King Ranch. And I think if I had the choice to say, okay, you can only buy 1 bottle, it would be the Rebecca Creek Double Barrel. No 5 stars tonight, but it's still pretty early in the series, Dave. I promise you, there's a 5-star coming. You know it, and I know it. So, please like this video, comment, and share. And as always, never drink and drive. Please drink responsibly. And if you have the Rebecca Creek, cheers to you. And make sure you come back next time for another episode of Dave's Dive Bar. Cheers.